There are some skincare DIYs that I absolutely love, but there are also some ingredients that end up in these treatments, that you and your skin would be better off to avoid. And I'm going to tell you what those are and give you some alternatives in today's video. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. First, let me say I apologize for sounding so scratchy and nasally. I'm like on my third cold since we got out of wearing masks from the pandemic. Yeah, it's a real pain. So I apologize if I sound kind of scratchy, but that's the reason why. Now, if you're new to the channel and not familiar with me, I'm Chris. I'm a skincare expert. I'm here to help you find skincare that will work for you, not empty your wallet and not do you more harm than good. So if that's the kind of thing you're looking for on YouTube, please be sure and subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you know when our new videos are out each week. All right, so I've been getting a lot of questions about DIY skincare, treatments, masks, all of those sorts of things. And that makes total sense because with the pandemic still having effects on just everywhere in the world, shortages of skincare products and ingredients. And we also have a lot of skincare brands that you can do a la carte, make your own serums like The Ordinary. So yeah, I get it. It can be a lot of fun to get that intimate in your skincare routine and create your own products, serums. But there can be some problems with some of the ingredients out there. You know, the usual culprits. I'm seeing this on YouTube, seeing it on TikTok. So I wanted to take a moment today to give you guys some ingredients. Now, it may come as a surprise to you guys that I actually like a lot of the DIY approaches to skincare. And there are a lot of board certified dermatologists that feel the same way. However, there are some ingredients that we need to talk about to make sure that you understand what they can do for or against your skin so you know which ones to avoid and you don't get into trouble with these. Now, the first main ingredient I'm going to talk about is one that we've talked about on the channel many, many times, and that is using straight out lemon juice on your skin for whatever reason you would want to do that. Most of the time people think that is like a vitamin C serum, that it is a substitute for that. It is not vitamin C serum. Oh, you TikTok skincare advisors out there. Straight up lemon juice is an acid and we need to treat it like what it is. And it can cause burning. It can cause hyperpigmentation. It can cause phytophotodermatitis, which is not very, very pretty and not very fun to deal with, which can also lead to spider veins and patchy hyperpigmentation splotches on your face. The opposite of what you're looking for and something we really don't want to happen. Now, there's absolutely nothing wrong with making your own vitamin C serum. You would want to use L-ascorbic acid for that, and you can get that from places like The Ordinary. They have 100% L-ascorbic acid. It comes with a measuring spoon and instructions on how to make the serum and how much strength you are getting with the powder you're using. So there's a way to do that. I get it. I applaud you guys that like to do that sort of thing, but you got to be careful because you don't want to burn your skin. Now, what about other fruits? Well, they can pose a problem as well because a lot of people have fruit sensitivity and allergies to like watermelon, pineapple, strawberries. So you got to be aware of what you're putting in your DIY treatment or face mask. And you want to do a patch test for all of these on the inside of your arm, something we talk about on the channel all the time. Put it on 15 minutes, wash it off, and go a day and make sure that you don't have any redness, itching, or a rash show up. And you also want to be aware that certain fruits can stain your skin. Don't be like the friend of mine who did a beautifully delicious blueberry face mask on her skin, stained it, and she ended up looking like Violet from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Now, the next ingredient to avoid is one, I can't believe people still do this, and that's putting toothpaste on your skin. Big no. Now, I realize that toothpaste may have some antimicrobial ingredients like triclosan, and it may have some whitening ingredients like hydrogen peroxide, but toothpaste is very caustic. It's designed to remove plaque and bacteria from your teeth, not to be used on your skin. Think about it. They don't want you to swallow the stuff. It's probably not a good idea to slather it on your skin. It can burn your skin, causing surface burns. It can cause reactions and give you a really good case of dermatitis. Now, these next ingredients that I want to tell you about are very common in DIY skincare, and you want to be careful and use them with caution. And the first of those is raw eggs. And the reason that's a problem is raw eggs carry salmonella bacteria. And if you're not careful, it's very easy to get that raw egg into your mouth, into your nostrils, into your eyes, and it can make you sick. Furthermore, if you've got tiny little tears, or say you've got a pimple or a blemish that's healing, you can actually get a salmonella skin infection. And please, by all means, go and Google that, because it is not a pretty sight and it is not fun to deal with. So use them, but use them carefully. I realize that eggs have been around a long time for skincare, like poultices and mask. Egg whites do a really, really great job of tightening the skin, and egg components are used in a lot of K-beauty. But putting raw egg on your face is risky. Just be careful so that you don't get sick. Next on the use caution list is vinegar. White vinegar is always a no-no for skin. Apple cider vinegar, I realize, has been used for a lot of skin ailments, diluted to help with acne problems because it can reduce bacteria. It's also been used for treating skin tags and moles and warts. I get that. I even have videos on that whole process, so I get it. But it's an acid, and we need to remember that and treat it like it is. There should never be a reason why straight out vinegar is going on your skin on an ongoing basis. It can really cause a lot of problems, a lot of dryness. It can cause surface burns. Some people are very sensitive to it, and it just doesn't smell very good. So while I do realize that's a component for some treatments, just be aware you again want to patch test that vinegar substance that you're making and putting on your skin to make sure you're not going to have any problems. Now, this next group of ingredients, yes, group, may come as a big surprise to you, but a lot of times they are in do-it-yourself skincare treatments, formulas, recipes, what have you, and that is spices. And spices can be very good for skin. Some of them, like ginger or ground rose petals, can actually help with inflammation in the skin, so they can be very good that way. But there are other spices like cinnamon and allspice that can be a big problem when placed on the skin for any length of time, especially if you have sensitive skin. What I would say about spices used in skincare is the same thing I would say about essential oils. You got to know what you're putting on your skin. Essential oils can be very helpful, but they can also bother a lot of people with sensitive skin. You want to be sure you patch test these as well before putting them on your face. Now, not to be totally negative in the video, there are some really tried and true, great do-it-yourself skincare ingredients like avocado, oatmeal, and honey. Those are usually very good for skin, and people tolerate them very well. Very hydrating, very pH balancing. In fact, I even have a famous face mask made out of those ingredients that I did on television years ago, where I put it on a celebrity on, I think it was the Daily Buzz. So yeah, if you want to check out this video right here, go right ahead. It will have that recipe for you on that do-it-yourself hydrating mask. I will put a link to it down below in the video description box and also at the end of this video. Now, just keep in mind, when it comes to these skincare do-it-yourself concoctions, they can be some really helpful tools in your skincare routine. But you need to remember, it's not good to overuse them, and you certainly want to throw out anything you don't use. Don't try to keep that. Unlike your skincare products you purchase in a store, there are no stabilizers, there are no bacteriostats. So these things can become a petri dish of bacteria really, really quickly. Just make up a fresh batch. Now, I hope this video today gives you some clarity on the ingredients you should look out for in DIY skincare recipes so that you don't burn your skin and get yourself into trouble. If the video was helpful, please give it a like, and be sure and tell me in the comments below what your favorite do-it-yourself skincare product or recipe or mask or whatever that you've used. I'd like to know what those are. I want to thank you guys for watching and supporting the channel. You know how much I appreciate it. I love you guys, and I'll see you over on the next video.